Hi, this is David Comfort from Democracy Action Network. Did you know that in 2025, a single primary victory in New York sent shockwaves through the right-wing establishment, triggering a wave of panic that revealed the underbelly of American politics? Yes, you heard that right. Zohran Mamdani's win has made MAGA leaders like Stephen Miller and Tommy Tuberville resort to language that's not only absurd, but downright vile. Ever notice how political discourse can devolve into name-calling and dehumanization? It's honestly crazy to see how quickly some will resort to bigotry when faced with the prospect of losing power. What if I told you that this isn't just about Mamdani's policies or his background? It's about a fear of change, a fear of diversity, and a fear of what happens when marginalized voices start to rise. When Miller talks about inner-city rats, he isn't just being offensive. He's exposing a deep-seated racism that's unfortunately becoming mainstream. This isn't merely a political issue, it's a moral one, and it affects us all. We can't ignore the absurdity here. Tuberville's comments about New York voters living off the government are not just ignorant, they're a reflection of a broader narrative that blames marginalized communities for systemic issues like the national debt. It's a classic scapegoating tactic, shifting the blame away from the real culprits: corporate greed and mismanagement by those in power. But let's pivot to something inspiring. History shows us that every time we face such darkness, there's a corresponding wave of progress. When bigotry rises, so does resistance. The backlash against these racist narratives is palpable, and more people are awakening to the reality of systemic discrimination. We're seeing more diverse candidates running for office, more voices demanding justice, and more communities standing up against hate. Now here's the kicker. We're all in this together. No one is truly safe when bigotry is allowed to flourish. It's not just about protecting your own community, it's about ensuring that everyone has a seat at the table. As a native-born white citizen, I recognize my privilege, but I also know that my family and friends come from diverse backgrounds. We can't afford to be complacent. So, what can we do? We can challenge these narratives, support candidates who represent our values, and stand in solidarity with those who are targeted by hate. Let's be the ones who say, enough is enough. Let's work together to dismantle the systems that perpetuate this kind of bigotry and create a future where everyone can thrive. In conclusion, while we face daunting challenges, we have the power to change the narrative. We can transform fear into action, and together, we can build a society that values diversity and inclusion. So let's get out there, raise our voices, and remind everyone that we're not just rats in a maze. We're warriors for justice, and we're just getting started. This is David Comfort from Democracy Action Network. Peace. You can sign up for Dan by scanning this QR code.